much. And we're not going to keep you too long tonight because we know you have to get up and wash the street.
Very long.
Come on, you guys, get the fucking boats out of the water. Will you? It looks bad on your towels. Tomorrow morning you're getting up, getting the boat out. I bet you're not. You've had 47,000 small beers already. Turn them into submarines. Submarine, the Dutch submarine. Yeah. Yeah. All right. How's our time? 2 hours. Too late. 5 to 10. There's a curfew. Yeah, there's a curfew. Yeah, there's a disc jockey. Disc jockey's coming in. His name is Get the Fuck Out. I can't believe there's a disc jockey. There's Dutch people gonna dance. I'd pay to see that. To see some of these big suckers dancing. Not last summer and not the summer before. And not the summer before, but the summer before. We're in the old white bus. Coming out of Sundre, Alberta on a hot July morning. Coming up this great big hill. Hot, hot, hot day. 35 degrees. We stayed in a really bad motel the night before. Like a really, really bad motel. Of course, I didn't go in. I slept in the bus because I had the old guy hunch. You know the old guy hunch? It's the hunch you wish you'd had when you were 24, or you'd be here with your first wife tonight. I didn't go in because I had the old guy hunch. I slept in the bus. We're coming up this great big hill the next morning. All of a sudden there's no forward gears in the old white bus. The transmission's gone. We get it over to the side of the road and we get all the gear out of the old white bus and we put it in the other bus, put the band in the other bus. We sent them up to the Pembina River Nights Festival, which we were due to play the next night. And me and my friend Mike Zinger, we get a shovel and we dig a little trench underneath that white bus. Then we get our coveralls on, we get our wrenches out, we crawl underneath there and we start pulling that transmission. We pulled it all through the late morning, into the afternoon, into the early evening. Pulling that transmission out of that bus. Around 6 o'clock, we got on the computers. We got on the phones. We found a transmission in a field on the classified ads 4 hours north of us. Looked a lot like ours. It was $500 and Mike drove through the night and bought that transmission right out of the field. Had it back in the morning. All through that morning we pulled that transmission into the afternoon. Around 3 o'clock we got in his van and we drove up to the Pembina River Nights Festival where the band was waiting for us. We played it in the rain. We played it in the rain. Then we got in his van and we drove back through the night, got into that bus around 3 o'clock in the morning, went to sleep, got up at 8 o'clock Sunday morning, pulled that transmission for another 2 hours, and we headed on the ground. We headed on the ground and then we took that field transmission, we shoved it up inside that bus, we hooked up the lines, we hooked up the linkage. We filled it full of fluid. We put it in gear and moved a little forward and it moved a little backwards. And now we're 4 hours out of Wetaskiwin, Alberta. And it's 4 hours to showtime, which is 8 o'clock. And we put that white bus in gear. Hey you guys, 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 hey you guys. Yeah, you photographers, I'm in the middle of something here, if you don't mind, okay? Sometimes I see people so near the stage and they're talking during my show, sort of fucking me up, and I think, man, I'm just gonna come down to the McDonald's drive-thru and fuck up their job tomorrow. And now we're 4 hours out of Otasco in Alberta. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's 8 o'clock showtime, and put that white bus in drive and we put it to the floor. And we get to that show at 5 after 8, and the band is waiting on stage, and I hand me my guitar and I walk through the curtains. I say, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and that's called rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. That's called rock and roll. Wherever that little fucking Justin Bieber is tonight, he is not changing his own transmission. I got her letter in a little mailbox I forgot I had at an old truck stop. I read it once and then I read it again. I could hardly keep from crying. I've been driving around the last week or so with an empty truck. I don't have a load, and I don't care, 'cause to tell you the truth, I think I might be dying. And it's trucker speed, Benzodrine, Percocets, amphetamines, black beauties and West Coast turnaround. Well, the coast is clear, I drive with my knees, mix it all up in a recipe, Coca-Cola and coffee to wash it down. Sometimes I feel like my wheels ain't touching the ground. By the side of the road, he said, you're a mess. When I told him she didn't even leave an address, then he got another call. He said, wait right here, I'll be back in a little while. I put my head across my arms, slept over the wheel for an hour or more. Then I started it up and I took off into the night. And it's trucker speed, Benzodrine, Percocets, amphetamines, black beauties and West Coast turnaround. When the coast is clear, I drive with my knees, mix it all up in a recipe, Coca-Cola and coffee to wash it down. But sometimes I feel like my wheels ain't touching the ground. And sometimes I feel like my wheels ain't touching the ground. When I couldn't stop, I paid in a bottle. I've been so lonesome, made Hank Williams look like a party of five. I've been beat up, broke down, loaded on a truck and driven into town. But I always thought you'd be there at the end of the line. Always thought you'd be there at the end of the line. And it's trucker speed, Benzodrine, Percocets, amphetamines, black beauties and West Coast turn around. When the coast is clear, drive with my knees, mix it all up in a recipe, Coca-Cola and coffee to wash it down.